Stepping up to World Tour level will be one of the most significant gear shifts of any pro rider's career. And here are 7 riders who'll be doing just that, who we think you should keep your eye on as they look to impress in 2018. Incredibly, still only 20 years of age, Colombian rider Egan Bernal has spent the last couple of seasons riding at pro-continental level with the Italian Androni Sidemex squad, who, quite shrewdly, had originally tied him to a 3-year deal before he was lured away to Team Sky for the same length term of contract due to his quite incredible climbing prowess. In 2017, the former mountain biker had no less than 9 race wins, including the overall and 2 mountaintop finishes at the prestigious Tour de l'Avenir. And he ended the season with a flourish as well, proving that he can race with the very best riders in the world at the longest distances too, with 13th place at the last monument, the Tour of Lombardy. Now he is without doubt one of the finest young climbing talents in the world. But will he be given the chance to flourish at Team Sky? An all-rounder with true time trial ability, 22-year-old Scott Davies of Great Britain has spent the last couple of seasons riding at continental level with Team Wiggins and was this year crowned for the 4th time in a row British Under-23 time trial champion, as well as rounding off the season with a top 10 spot at the Under-23 time trial worlds in Norway. His excellence against the clock is matched by his ability on the road to perform over all sorts of terrain. Take his 12th overall whilst only 19 years of age against World Tour opposition in the Tour of Yorkshire, for example. That was followed up by a string of top GC places in some of the most mountainous and prestigious under-23 stage races in the world. And then last year, he was 4th overall in the Baby Giro. And that was enough to convince Dimension Data that Davies has got what it takes to take it to the next level. Young American Neilson Powless is, without doubt, one of the most talented all-rounders of his generation. And after 2 stellar seasons with Action Hagens Berman, he's been snapped up by Dutch World Tour team Lotto NL. As a sprightly 19-year-old at the 2016 edition of the Tour of California, he announced himself onto the world stage with a string of top 10 performances, which ultimately led to a fine 9th place overall under the watch of many a World Tour manager. His progress continued through 2017, highlights of which included the Under-23 American Road title, a stage in the Baby Giro, but arguably the season's highlight for him was 4th place in the brutally tough Tour of Utah. The signing of Ecuadorian road champion Jhonatan Narvaez again illustrates Quickstep Floor's team manager Patrick Lefevere's keen eye for up and coming young riders. But it's the sheer versatility of Narvaez's talent that makes this one such an exciting proposition. He broke the junior world pursuit record by over 2 seconds on the track and also took out the Under-23 national time trial title, whilst at the time beating far older opposition. And in 2017, he rode for the US-based Action Hagens Berman team, where he absolutely excelled on the road. His performances included the overall classification at the Circuit of the Ardennes, a stage win at the Tour of the Gila, and a mightily impressive 15th place overall at the Tour of Utah against World Tour opposition on a brutally mountainous course, arguably the hardest stage race in the United States, adding superior climbing credentials to his pre-existing sprinting and time trial capabilities. At 26, Jan Hirt is the oldest rider in our list, and he's been plying his trade at pro-continental level with Polish team CCC Sprandi Polkowice for the last 3 years, where he's proved to be a pretty classy contender in the high mountains. His 2016 overall win in the Tour of Austria being a really good example. Last year, he drew the attention of several World Tour teams with a standout performance in the Giro d'Italia, his debut Grand Tour. And he actually got stronger as the race headed into the final ferociously difficult week. Now this consistency netted him an exceptional 12th place overall and a 2-year deal with Astana, where he'll now form part of the Kazakh squad's Grand Tour ambitions. Given his remarkable trajectory over the last couple of seasons as a protected sprinter for the French Pro Conti team Fortunéo Vital Concept, it was no surprise to see British rider Dan McClay make the jump to World Tour. His tally of 8 top 10 finishes in bunch sprints over the last 2 editions of the Tour de France illustrate his talent to sprint at the very highest level of the sport. But it's not only that, his bike skills are something to behold as well. Check out the insane finish of the 2016 Tour de Danann, where he somehow, miraculously almost, threaded his way through the bunch to victory. This ability and potential has persuaded EF Education First, Drapac, powered by Cannondale, to offer him a berth on their squad for 2018, where he'll be a key sprinter alongside Sacha Modelon. 21-year-old climbing sensation Lucas Hamilton has followed former under-23 Orica Scott riders Jack Haig and Robert Power into signing for the World Tour squad. The former Aussie junior road champion has really impressed in 2017, winning the Tour of Alsace, was 4th overall in the Tour of l'Avenir, was runner-up in the Baby Giro, where he also showed his quite remarkable versatility by also winning the individual time trial. His burgeoning potential has been rewarded with a 3-year deal, testament to the squad's investment in young riders. Next in line to Esteban Chavez, the Yates twins, he certainly seems to have all the qualities needed. It's going to be a very interesting few years for that young man. Do you think these guys have got what it takes? And who else do you think should have been on this list? Let us know in the comment section down below. And at the same time, if you haven't already subscribed to GCN, you can do so for free by clicking on the globe. Now for 2 more pro-related videos, how about clicking just down here? Do pros pedal more smoothly? And click just down here for some pros that actually started out in other sports. And don't forget to like and share too.